Hi Scorpio, sorry for the delay. I was having issues going live yesterday, so I'm pre-recording your reading early in the morning as promised. So I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. So we're going to start off with some messages from your spirit guides. Okay, you got the guardian angel, Iku, and Oshala in reverse. Iku is death, which is like your energy. That is also an Orisha. And you have the Orisha Obatala and Oshala being here in reverse. For this deck, that represents the Emperor. And you have guardian angel. So things could be kind of stagnant right now. It's only to protect you. Something that you want to happen is not the right timing. It could be worse if you rushed into the situation and the universe allowed your desires to happen at this time. Because if it happened at this exact time for whoever I'm reading for, it wouldn't manifest properly or fully, or it may be something that you're really not anticipating or expecting. Basically, you wouldn't have the best outcome. You can try to go against divine timing if you want to with Oshala, Obatala in reverse, i.e. the Emperor in reverse. It wouldn't work in your favor. The more you try to fight against whatever this is that's not meant to happen right now, the worse it'll be. So it kind of utilize this downtime or this stagnancy as a way to improve in other areas or put your time and effort into something else while still maintaining whatever this is. If it's something that doesn't require effort that you're waiting to manifest, try not to watch a pot boil. Try not to micromanage this and obsess over it. In the meantime, focus on something else, because it may entice you or even tempt you to force something that really can't be forced. You got basically three major arcanas here. I consider the guardian angel a major arcana, although it's really not, but it's a card that speaks for itself and it moves very similar to a major arcana according to this deck that I'm reading, which is a very spiritual deck. And it's just letting you know, hey, we understand something isn't moving as fast as you would like it to move, but you're protected in the process. It's for the greater good. It's for your best interest, etc. Another Scorpio or Aries could be involved. I'm going to leave it there. I want to pull some financial cards. I'll take the first three, because you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, it's a lot. All right, I'm going to take the first three. You got a small increase coming. They want you to be more honest about what you can spend and what you can't spend, what needs to be put away, what you can use to treat yourself as far as your money. Now, I do see money coming in, but it's not a significant high amount of money. It's just, a little small increase that you'll notice, but you are getting a fresh start. Some of you guys could just be starting a new job or a business, and you will gradually incline over time. Again, you got another card that talks about you saving your money. Be very wary of using your credit card online or at places that you usually wouldn't use it. Be wary about putting your birthday and address, filling out stuff online, because you can be a victim of identity theft at this time. You guys are uncovering hidden talent. You're uncovering hidden potential and hidden talent with whatever it is that you're doing right now or what you will be doing in the future that's going to also make you money. If you're a reader, your readings will be more clearer, especially if you're just getting started. You'll understand the cards better or trust your intuition better. And that's just for the people that are like beginners when it comes to tarot reading. I'm hearing it's not going to take you several cards to get a message out. You know, like some of you could be struggling to figure out what the cards are saying, and you got like 12 cards on a table and you only getting like maybe one or two messages from 12 cards. You see what I'm saying? And this is not to be shady or, you know, judge anybody, but when you first starting off, it happens, you know, it happens. And it looks like from that perspective, you won't need as many cards, or you'll be more in sync with your intuition or your higher self. So you get a lot more messages with little cards. You get a lot more downloads with little cards, or you know, it just starts to click and come together more. If you are a spiritual worker, whatever exercises that you're doing, whoever you're dealing with in the astral realm for spiritual work, it seems like your manifestation abilities are getting stronger. You're coming into a phase where you're starting off small, but it's as you develop your gifts and your talents, whether you're in the spiritual business or not, as you develop your gifts and talents, other gifts and talents will be discovered also, that you can utilize and coordinate into your existing skill set and what you do for a living, which will bring you more money and more recognition too. Okay, I'm being led to use the Angel Tarot for you. All right, let me see. Okay, what is it that you want Scorpio placements to know right now? Okay. What is it that you want Scorpio placements to know right now? Okay. Quite a few things, but okay. Four of Pentacles. Let me put that right there. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Four of Wands. Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands. 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 10 of Cups. And the Lovers. Lots of changes. It's like you're going from being indecisive and getting into conflict with people, or engaging into conflict that other people are starting, to being unsure of yourself, wondering if something was the right decision, wondering if you're investing in the right people, places, and things, knowing that you may need to save money or invest or be a little bit more withdrawn, but still finding yourself in the middle of some bullshit, and it's creating unnecessary stress. You could change this if you want to with the Wheel of Fortune being here, but with this deck, it's based off like karma. Not to say that the Wheel of Fortune doesn't have that meaning in any of the other decks. I have many decks and I get so many different meanings when it comes to some of the major arcanas, and Wheel of Fortune is one of them. This deck talks about you stepping into some type of advancement and being a teacher after you learn some things, being a guide to other after you've been guided by something, or you know, whatever, and your deeds, whether good or bad, are being recorded in the book of life. The Wheel of Fortune, the overseer of this major arcana in the Angel Tarot, is Archangel Metatron, and it's like a change of events that could happen for good or for bad based off the choices that you make. And you do have a choice with the Two of Wands being here. They want you to walk in love and wisdom, and you'll automatically have victory over those who will try to attack you. You can't be petty and still think you're going to get your lick back or get the last laugh or something like that. It's not going to work that way. It's going to create more strife and more stress and more stagnancy and more lessons to learn. And a lot of overthinking with this Nine of Swords here going into the Ten of Wands. So they want you to meditate more. Be more connected to your higher self or pray more. It's something more spiritual, because the Ten of Wands is saying spiritual communication influences religious man, teachers, and man of law. So you're meant to be a teacher. You're meant to be a leader if you're not already. But there's still some things that you need to understand in your own journey before you're able to teach them to somebody else. And you may not want to go through those lessons and just want the accolades, or you feel like you're already ready for those accolades, and not exactly. Not yet, rather. Not yet. Not yet. And with spiritual communication here, if you especially if you are spiritual beyond just watching tarot, or you are a spiritual worker, you do some type of spiritual esoteric work, the missing ingredient to something clicking or progressing could just be your relationship with the divine. Like, you can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to pick up some cards and then expect to be one of the best readers in the world. I think, it takes communion. It takes another strategy in order to take your gifts to the next level. Because I don't want to come off as I'm judgy or preachy, but you gotta, in order to be intuitive, you can stay where you are if you want to, but if you really if you use your intuition as a way to make money and keep your business afloat, it'll be wise if you did exercises on how to expand, enhance your intuitive gifts, and just make them more stronger so that you trust them more and you're more open to the spiritual realm. Of course, protect yourself. I'm saying giving all of that consideration, it's what you're supposed to do. Like when you get in a car, to put your seatbelt on, to have registration and proof of insurance and a license so you don't get a ticket if you get pulled over or something like that. You know what this means. I hope you do. It's like something is missing out of one of the ingredients for something to take off is missing, and it may be spiritual communication. Nine of Wands talks about you taking care of your health. This could be eating bad. This could be surgeries, whether it's cosmetic or, something else that's non-cosmetic. It has something to do with your diet or your mindset. Somebody is looking in the mirror and pinpointing everything that's wrong with their body and wanting to rush and go get it fixed versus looking at everything that's right. And some of you have already been under the knife quite a few times, and it's really not wise to go to cosmetic surgery as a result every time instead of just doing the right thing, as far as eating right. Somebody may want cosmetic surgery, but it's not healthy enough. They're not healthy enough. And it looks like your connection with the Most High here, with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands being side by side, if you were to tap into your higher self, meditate, whether it be with our Heavenly Father, any spiritual pantheon that you believe, as well as your ancestors, I believe that you guys would get downloads and get information on how to like fix whatever you feel is broken or enhance whatever you feel needs improvement with your health, whether it's inward, like your aesthetics, whatever it is. I feel like you have the ability to get like hidden information. This card talks about universal medicine, evolution of the soul, and the revelation of mysteries. I feel like some of you guys are born alchemists, and you have the ability to connect with the Most High to get these downloads for better health, better living, or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You just got to make the effort to do it. Two of Wands, you make the choice. That Wheel of Fortune dictates how this thing is going to go, how this wheel is going to turn in your favor, how fate is going to turn. Destiny. Fate. Yeah, I say fate. So with the Ten of Cups being here, this talks about divine warrior, confounds the wicked, bring victory and peace. So this is not going to be an easy thing for some of you. It's all about cutting bad habits out and really thinking about like what's important. What is the best thing for you versus the easiest thing versus the more comfortable thing. And with the Ten of Cups being here for a divine warrior, it's about you being a fighter. It's about you asking the divine, your ancestors, for strength and just the wisdom and the guidance to get through hard times. That's only meant to make you stronger, because once you overcome one addiction or one mindset and embrace another one, a more positive mindset, it's like once that switch turns on in your mind and you fight through that, there's so many different things that you can overcome, and it's like you'll go in autopilot. You'll go in like autopilot and just start accomplishing one thing after the next. When you thought you couldn't get over this, you're getting over that and something else, and so forth and so on, and you're building a wisdom so you can teach it to other people. Because some of y'all like taking shortcuts, and that may come back to bite you. When you take shortcuts, you get cut short. And you got the Lovers here. This talks about joy and pleasure, brings happiness to couples, and removes negative energy. So, this is interesting, because I'm going to clarify this. I'm not sure if this is like a reconciliation that's possible to be successful and like be long term, or if this is somebody new. But it talks about how you are capable of having such a strong connection to the Most High that the things that you worry about keeping, maintaining, or just overall receiving, because maybe some of you guys haven't received some of these things that I just mentioned, you have the ability to manifest this, but it's not going to happen with you just sitting on your ass and not putting in the work. You really got to put in the work. I feel like I'm not trying to, I'm trying to generalize this reading as much as I can, Scorpio placements, but I feel like I'm speaking to a specific Scorpio, and I can't help that. Like, I feel like I'm speaking to a specific Scorpio that is spiritual. They could be a tarot reader. They could be a magic practitioner. They could do spiritual work or what have you. And they're wondering why they only reach a certain ceiling. I don't know. It's something like that. And it may be because whoever I'm reading for, they keep looking for shortcuts. They keep worrying about the wrong stuff instead of worrying about themselves or what's going to make them better. It's some type of redirection, some type of like switch that need to come on that keeps somebody focused on the right shit that's not, in order to like stay away from like certain distractions that's not helping them evolve in the first place. It's giving them the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords. is giving that type of energy. Too much politicking, too much judging, and I don't know. Some of you guys may be going through a purification, which could bring stagnancy too. And also a lot of like tiresome energy. Like purifications can feel draining. And this purification could talk about drugs and alcohol. Maybe a detox needs to be considered, especially if you're doing spiritual work. There's one thing to like channel energy and get downloads, but hallucination under the influence is something totally different. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's see why the Lovers is here. You got the Devil, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. This is definitely somebody that you know already, that you've walked away from, or they walked away from you. Either way, they sorry. And you got the high vibration of the Lovers, which is, you have the high vibration of love, which is the Lovers, and it's being clarified by the low vibration of love, which is the Devil. And this talks about somebody using sex magic on you, or you use sex magic on them. The Devil talks about seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. So some of you guys could be practicing magic with certain spirits that know all your weak spots that maybe you're not strong enough to work with yet. You know, please don't try to manifest somebody's love that's really not even real love, because you don't want something to end. And when you go to, like, say whether you went to an angel or a demon, especially if you went to a demon and you're not used to dealing with those type of energies, you could be at risk of getting manipulated and still not being able to get your person or keep your person. You could get the person back and they can become violent with you. See what I'm saying? Or worse. If you worked with an angel to get someone back, I don't see them. I feel like, okay, based off my experience, the angels can help a love interest notice you and warm up to you, but they're not going to bend their will. You know, and even if you call the demon, it's still free will involved. And usually when you put strong, like, spells on someone from, like, spirits like demons or whatnot, it can literally drive the person crazy and they could snap in K-I-L-L-E, and you know, K-I-L-L-U. I'm about to say K-I-L-L-E-D, but it's just without the E-D. You know, maybe it's just time to walk away from somebody and stay away. Some of y'all could be flattered with people being obsessed with you or something like that. Yeah, Scorpio, I don't know who this is, but whoever is in this energy that think this shit is cute, I wish you a lot of love and healing. And them, whoever. But it could be another Scorpio, a Gemini, a Capricorn, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Libra, a Leo, a Aries. All right. How does the person on your mind feel about you? How does the person on Scorpio's mind feel about them? This person feel like you had a third party too, or you had options too. You might have just been more slick with hiding whatever you were doing. That's what they're saying. They identify you as a soulmate. They want to be able to be as stable as you, or they feel like it's an imbalance with the finances here. They want forgiveness from you. They're contemplating on a way to not only get forgiveness from you, but have makeup sex with you. Some of them want to have a threesome. Maybe you guys are used to having threesomes. They may want to move back in with you, or you move back in with them. But they definitely want makeup sex, whether it's a threesome involved or not. They could be jealous. This person, even though I don't see spying out here, I feel it, Scorpio. I feel that this person could be personally riding past your house to see if you have a third party over there, or they could be having people that's in your neighborhood ride past your house to see who's over there and report back to them. That's what I feel. But they're sorry. They want to make something work with you. They're still attracted to you. You feel like home to them, or they want to come back home. They want you to come back home. Let me tell you. Let me see. Why is this third party here? Apology. Yep. Yeah, this person fucked up. And even if they suspect you having someone else too, or doing the same shit that they're doing, they still want you back. It don't even matter. Like, they still want you back. Why is forgiveness here? I'm sorry, contemplation, self-love, and happiness. Oh, so because you're happy with yourself and you're loving yourself, it has to be another person here? Because that's what it is. This person, for some of you, expect you to be sad in the house, depressed over them. When you're happy, you're loving on yourself, and you're not allowing them to distract you from that you time at this time. So they're feeling like it got to be somebody else. And that explains why I was getting the riding past your house energy. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. How does Scorpio feel about the person that's on their mind? How does Scorpio feel about the person that's on their mind? Healing, contemplation. So their mind is on you and your mind is somewhere else. The hell? Well, I mean, loyal, family, betrayal. Oh. Toxicity. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I feel like you're trying to heal from this person. You recognize you might have gave your energy to somebody that didn't deserve it, as toxicity falls under loyal. You maybe wanted something totally different from what this person wanted. You feel bamboozled. You feel betrayed. You feel tricked, swindled in some kind of way. You could have children with this person, or a child could have been involved in some kind of way, a pregnancy at the very least. Maybe you guys did live together. I don't know. Some of you guys could be pulling energy, for a family member, and this may not have anything to do with a romantic partner at all. But you're thinking of ways that you can get over this person with contemplation next to healing. You're starting to be loyal to yourself and make yourself a priority. I feel like you're not necessarily as hurt over this, but you are angry. You are like disappointed still. I don't know if you're crying. Maybe most of you are not. Some of you are still going through the healing process as it is here. I feel like this connection helped you grow and mature emotionally a little more. You're being more logic while acknowledging your emotions and not losing yourself in the process of this healing phase from this person. Which is good. Which is good. Good job. Seriously. And that's interesting because the energy that I just got from your angel spread was totally different from the energy I picked up with the how do you feel versus how do they feel. So I'm clearly not reading for the same Scorpios throughout the reading. And I like that too. And I like that. But one thing I must say, Scorpio, that is consistent for majority of the readings that I do, and it may be triggering, but you know, I can't make everybody happy. That obsessed, petty, like somebody is too engaged in, you know, drama or toxic stuff. And you know, if it offends you, I'm so sorry, but this my shit. And I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't say certain things if I didn't care. And it is what it is, you know. I say it out of love. And I realize that I'm just not for everybody. I'm just not. And I'm okay with that. So if you feel like you get tired of me fussing at you every time I pick up on little stupid toxic shit and we all grown, then I wish you the best. I really do. And take care. All right. So the signs that could be involved are Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. I have Gemini again. I have Scorpio here. Pisces, Virgo again, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Taurus. So those are the signs that I get. But if you identify with the energy, you know, then it is what it is. That's your story. Okay, I'm going to pull some oracle cards for some additional messages before I close your reading out, okay? You got control in reverse and concentration. I had to flip this card upright. Control in reverse and concentration. I'm going to read it upright because I believe that's how it's supposed to be read. Control and concentration. Doesn't that sound very similar to what your reading started off saying? Control, not trying to force something. Yeah, something. Yeah, it came out early on, like in your reading. Okay. It's Jupiter and what is this? Let me see. Jupiter and Capricorn. So this card talks about when this card appears in a reading, it often indicates the need to take on full responsibility for one's current position and apply control in order to extricate oneself from a difficult situation. Didn't I just basically, I've mentioned this in your reading. So don't think that I'm attacking you or anything. It need to be said. It need to be said. Because it applies to somebody. And I hope, because I picked up on, okay, I'm going to leave it alone. But, okay, the events that could happen with this card coming out is planning a grand tour or world trip, being completely immersed in new philosophy or religion. Hold on, that's not right. I'm tripping. My apologies. This is what it says. Events taking place with this card coming out is taking on responsible position in an organization, achieving recognition for lengthy and patient work, a politician or business tycoon, a prominent figure in the religious community. So yeah, here we are back at spirituality. I know I was picking it up for a reason because I said this is very specific. Whatever it is I'm reading for, and I'm using a different deck and the same messages are coming out, basically correlating with what was already said. So let's see, you got Saturn and Gemini with concentration. Yeah, Saturn and Gemini with concentration. In a reading, this card suggests a situation full of distractions and unnecessary complications. I literally just said all of this. I literally just said all of this in your reading. Only by keeping consistency to the essence of the matter will the questioner arrive at a successful conclusion. Because Gemini rules the third house, so you guys could be on social media. The card can indicate strain in the questioner's relationship with siblings too, or just co-workers or anybody. Like, all right, the events that could happen with this card coming out is talking one's way into an important job, using much concentration and research to achieve something. Long conscious study, ignoring someone's deliberate distractions. Yeah, I spoke on this. So yeah, I feel like I'm in alignment, and I know it's probably not the message that you guys were looking for. You know, everybody want to hear good stuff, but I don't think it's realistic to hear good shit in every reading. I don't. Like, I love my sign, but if some bullshit come out, it is what it is. I had Sagittarius is mad at me for one reading I did, and I called them out on doing spell work on people. I mean, it just is what it is. But I send y'all love, light, and healing. All right? Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day. Give me a kiss. Bye.